All right, we're back. I'm back in the booth. This is William Hurst. I'm here with the amazing Fritz Hoffman. Man, what a game so far. What a day.
Yeah. Well, I think this tournament's going fantastically.
We are seeing diversity upon diversity. The shrimp are having to fight for their lives.
Yeah. I think there's been some highly contested matches there. A lot of goblins in the room, I'm noticing.
I love it. It's always good. No elves I've seen in the room, though. I'm sad.
No elves, yeah. The survival decks we've seen a Lurin deck on camera, and we've also seen a survival Terra get enlist as well.
Absolutely. But in this match, we have Enchantress versus Devourer.
Yeah, this might go quite quickly.
It might. At least game one. Enchantress has evolved to the point where I believe previously Devourer felt favored just because it's a combo deck that they couldn't really fight.
Right.
With the addition of Gaia's Blessings out of the sideboards for Enchantress, if Michael is playing them, makes one avenue harder, but Fling still a hefty bit of damage to the face.
Absolutely. However, it's notable that with Solitary Confinement plus Gaia's Blessing in the deck, that actually represents a lockout.
It really does. Now, do we know, does JP play anything like Rushing Rivers?
Doubtlessly. I mean, we can take a look at the list
let's
here.
Hope so.
Are they main deck?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were wrong. Mike isn't on Enchantress today. He's
Mike's
on Goblins.
That's right. Very, very different. So, I always end up defaulting.
Right?
Get that fixed in just a second here.
So here comes a defense grid as Fritz gets this all fixed up. Lackey coming in from Mr. Michael Phillips. Going to go ahead and
red-green goblins, I believe.
Yes. Notably playing Living Wish.
Living Wish goblins. Let's get that in there.
Yeah. Living. And then here's a pile driver. So that's a beautiful turn 2 for Mr. Michael Phillips. He is played a War Chief off his Lackey into a Fanatic, into a pile driver, representing an insane amount of damage. However, stuff be happening. 2 mana floating.
Yep. And there's Altar.
There's Altar, and I see a Tinker.
We're going to see that defense grid.
Bye-bye.
Hit the bin. Tinker at the bin.
Let's go get a Devourer.
You get a Devourer, and the game is over.
Yeah. For those not familiar, Devourer lets you get it essentially as big as your deck can allow, which would be over the amount of cards left in Mr. Michael Phillips' deck.
Yeah, we can back up even a little more. Little more.
Sure, let's back it up.
Yeah, so Devourer has an activity ability that allows you to exile the top card of your library to put +1/+1 encounters equal to the mana value. So what we're saying here is JP just flipping up cards until we get to a total mana value greater than or equal to the number of cards in Michael Phillips' library. And of course, Devourer being printed many years ago, we don't want arbitrarily large creature for 6 mana, has an ability that forces you to sacrifice it when its power is 7 or greater.
Yes.
So that ability is going to go on the stack well in advance of this occurring, but it's still going to grow and grow and grow, and before that ability can resolve, it's going to get sacrificed this Altar to mill Michael out.
Exactly. The formatting being the trigger that makes it sacrifice instead of something nowadays when it says when this thing happens, it just happens. I can't remember the exact formatting.
It is a when trigger.
It is.
But the way that this works is that trigger is only going to end up on the stack. If it says if Phyrexian Devourer's power is 7 or greater, sacrifice it. Once that trigger's on the stack, it's not going to go on the stack again.
Correct.
Until that trigger's left the stack.
Exactly. And I was trying to remember what the wording they essentially use now to prevent some of the shenanigans on newer printed cards. Like a lot of the Oblivion, like the Oblivion Ring sort of thing. They changed it so you couldn't blink things and do this.
The way you'd fix this now to make Devourer, if you were to print Devourer now, it would have the ability, the sacrifice effect would occur inside of the activated ability.
Yes.
So you'd activate it, you'd exile the card, and then you check as part of the resolution of that effect, does it have power 7 or greater, and then you'd sacrifice it.
So
and it would be horrendously unplayable. You couldn't even play it unlimited.
Like exile this card if its power is whatever, sacrifice it.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. So, goblins notably really, unless there's something different in Michael's list, doesn't have a lot of great answers to what Devour is doing.
Yeah, blasts are good against exactly the card Tinker.
Yes.
And
I suppose you have a Tinker if they get really kind of frisky, but it feels like a race.
It absolutely is a race. Yeah, you're not looking to slow yourself down at all
No.
from the goblin side. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. We can take a look at Michael's sideboard here.
So you're in JP's list. It looks
I
like.
am in JP's list. Let's take a look at JP's sideboard then.
Yes, indeed.
We have a pretty simple sideboard.
Covetous.
Four Covetous Dragon.
Yeah.
4 Scragnoth. So 8/5 drops in the sideboard.
Let's do it.
4 Xanted Swarm.
Yep.
And 3 Rushing River.
None of which seems all that appealing.
Yeah, even the Rushing River. Yeah,
really.
I don't think you want to pivot to the Covetous Dragon plan.
No, probably not.
So let's take a look at Goblins. Sideboard for Goblins is 1 Siege Gang, 1 Gem Palm, 1 Goblin Tinkerer, 1 Tranquil Domain, 1 Goblin Sharpshooter, 1 Reckless one, 1 Goblin King, 3 Piper Blast, 2 Naturalize, 2 Tormount's Crypt. You do have to make some changes. I don't think those Naturalizes can stay in the sideboard. But they don't really interact with the combo in a meaningful way.
Do you want to know, honestly, I think you just take out the Naturalizes from the maid. You're just not ever lucky enough. They're never going to just alter dimension and let you get it. I almost think you bring in a Goblin King to beef up your things. Maybe a Reckless one. And just try and just attack people.
I'm somewhat interested in bringing in this Goblin Tinkerer.
Okay.
Goblin Tinkerer allows you to eat Mox Diamonds and Lotus Petals. And in a pinch serves as a Naturalize, but it's also a body, so it attacks and blocks.
Sure.
I'm pretty interested in having Goblin Tinkerer in my deck.
Okay.
The one reason I would consider having Naturalize in my deck is to respect potential Oath the Druids out of the sideboard.
That's true. I think though Michael might be able to make an idea. So looks like JP is up again. We can update that on our screen here.
I mean, yep.
Awesome. I think JP's, from what we saw of his mana base so far, Mike can make an assumption that he is not on the green based, because he didn't see any brasses. I don't think he didn't see any chromatic sphere.
I don't remember what lands JP played in game 1.
I mean, I could certainly also be wrong.
And also, I think even if other Devourer players that I know, I'm not even sure they play any green producing. They play green producing lands. We can take a look at JP's mana base.
Yep, they'll usually play City of Brass. I mean, I think Kinnan today is on a great. Okay, so he is on green. Never mind.
Yeah, it's 4 Yavimaya Coast.
Never mind, I lied.
4 Yavimaya Coast, 4 City of Brass. Yeah, there was an all soul land game in game 1.
All soul land, alright. But no, it is odd to see the Sylvan Library.
4 Sylvan's Main. That's a lot.
It's a lot. And it's odd to see green and no Oath.
I agree. The sideboard plan is definitely very interesting. It's not typical that you see Covetous Dragon Scragnoth out of the Devourer sideboard.
I mean, it's sexy. That's what I like to see.
Scragnoth is interesting. I wonder if do you bring that against Mono Blue Dreadnought, do you think?
Remind me what Scragnoth says.
Scragnoth is a 3/4 for 5 from Tempest, and it can't be countered, and it has protection from blue.
Yeah, seems right.
Yeah, it's a Delver of Secrets.
It is for 5 mana.
Unfortunately, it does not block Phyrexian Dreadnought.
But what really does?
True. Even worse than that, actually. It's doesn't block a 4/4. If everyone has 3 Mishra's Factories in play, you can't attack with it.
That's rough days.
It's not great.
That's old magic for you.
True. Yeah.
Creatures.
Yeah, creature sizing matters.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why Mishra's Factory is so ridiculously powerful.
Agreed.
So we have players resolving their mulligans here. Michael going to 6 on the play. And looks like JP just keeping a clean 7 that just... Oh, no, Michael also... Okay, so JP also went to 6.
Yep, 66.
But that's a nice 6.
That's got things.
Both halves of the combo, plus a bunch of soul lands. And there's a lackey.
All right.
Basically all you can ask for out of goblins here. Starting on a City of Brass and a pass of the turn.
Okay, only a City of Traders, that's why.
Yep.
Okay, I thought I saw 2. That's a siege gang.
Yep. So this game is going to not be that many turns.
No, we're going to be real quick and dirty here. And the Fanatic. All right.
And that's a
clock.
Probably a 2-turn. Probably dead in 2 turns from now.
Notably, though, he could go land, Mind Stone, altar,
and then set up the combo next turn.
I mean, he could just straight up play the Dreadnought next turn, or the what's it called?
Right. Yeah. If he draws it off the top. If he draws the Devourer off the top.
Oh, he has the Devourer in his hand.
Oh, that is a Devourer.
Yeah,
you're right.
So then he play your altar. One would assume he plays an altar here.
Yeah, you just shove.
Yeah, like there's no way Michael can actually erase this.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why you just have to. I feel like Naturalize is an important speed bump here.
Yeah,
but does Michael have a green source?
I don't think so. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Goblins
7.
crashing in at 11. There's a War Chief, but is there a land in hand? There's no land.
So yeah, he just plays the thing. Get you? Because he does not have enough mana to even shoot things. So I mean, JP should have this here. He should float, play. Yep, there's 2.
Yep. Yeah, just access the 6 mana this turn.
6. Yep, there it is.
6 mana, taking a damage.
Do the thing.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's just...
And Michael's just like, oh, he had it.
Yeah, it's not much you can do, right?
Right.
Like, even having the Naturalize there doesn't speed bump him that much because he also had another Dementia in hand.
Right.
And the Tinker and enough mana to do the things.
Exactly. And you're taking a turn off.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's just rough.
Well, actually, no, that actually does put JP dead because you can attack and then fling one of your goblins with Siege Gang.
Okay.
For lethal. And actually, Mogg Fanatic might even get there because right now you have 7, 8, 9, and 10 just onboard dead. But yeah, just Michael not hitting that land.
Yeah. I mean, Mike making him go, through the motions, make him have it.
I mean, maybe
he could have 2 Devourers in his name.
Well, Michael just could have boarded in Gaia's Blessing. No, JP doesn't know this. Doesn't know Gaia's Blessings in the deck. And there it is.
All right. Well, we're gonna go and look, find a backup match.
Yeah, we're gonna find a backup feature match for you. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Absolutely. I'll remember the mouse next time, Fritz. Don't worry.
It's a touch screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Will Harrison and Fritz Hoffman back in the booth, bringing you another round 4 matchup. This is Samir Sirdahar. He is on a spicy sly list, and versus Win Tom, who is on Grow-a-Tog. So I do not quite know who is up or who is down here. I'm not sure, Fritz, if you
have to reset the counts.
We will have to reset the counts.
Looks like players are sideboarding. You know what, Will? I think we'll have a clear answer as soon as we see
who's on the play.
Who's makes the first land drop this game.
I like where your head is at. So great rounds today, 5 rounds. So we have 1 more round after this.
And we'll be bringing you a top 8 throughout the evening. So
Absolutely.
Don't go anywhere. More importantly, Will, what are you drinking right now?
Root beer. Hey, can you go double check with Noah to make sure Peter Beckfield actually dropped? It is odd to see that considering he is 3-0-1.
Sure.
That seems odd to me. Just want to double check. All right, as we do that, players are getting ready to go here. 2 excellent players here in round 4, sitting with great records. Figuring out who is on the play here. Ooh, excuse me. I'm having a delicious root beer. Delta has a wonderful crafted root beer here, as I'm not a huge beer guy. Really? I wonder if he just had to leave. Huh? Oh boy.
Also, Samir is up again.
All right, Samir is up a game. Sounds good.
We're back, folks.
We are back.
So Samir is up a game here. So Win will be on the play, presumably.
Yep. So Growatog versus Sly. Now, my biggest understanding of this matchup comes from listening to Lenny Huang out of New York, who's a huge Growatog fan, and the way he made it sound a lot was really, really reliant on the chill factor out of Growatog.
Yep. Yeah, your Growatog deck turns into a prison deck.
Yeah. So we can go ahead and take a look at lists here. First off, Samir on a banger. He's got a blistering Firecat, baby.
Oh, our favorite Grey Ogre.
Absolutely. What? Okay, so he's got lightning bolts.
Yep.
Didn't know that was a reprint of that. Fair enough. Pyrostatic pillars.
Four pyrostatic pillars.
That's actually a real huge problem for Growatog, by the way.
Oh, 100%. If I'm playing Growatog, that's one of the last cards I want to see.
That's disgusting.
Your mana base is already going to struggle against, against you.
Factories.
And 2 factories.
And so he can get under the chills and just swing.
Yeah, I think this list is largely, it seems like to me it's like teched against Dreadnought, where you play a prison role, where you play a pillar, and you play some creature lands, and then you attack for 2 every turn, and you build your own Sulfuric Vortex that, sometimes deals 6.
Yes, and he's got Get To Encampment. I just saw that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and you have to have that Mistress Factory Get To Encampment split because you have to make sure you support your red sources.
Yes, you do.
So a really innovative burn build from Samir here.
This is what we like to see. And then we got a chance to see Win earlier today. It looks like leading us off with a Portent on his side.
Powerful play. Looking like a shuffle. Yep.
A little truffle shuffle. That's what I say. All right. Bring up his list here. All right. Yeah, this list feels very unfavored at all. Game 1. I feel like Game 1 might be pretty unwinnable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Though if Samir ends up leading off with like a Get To Encampment like he is now, that may give him a little time to build a tiny defense.
True. Yeah, from the Growatog side, you take a lot of damage from your mana base.
Yes, you do. You take an insane amount of damage.
And there's a little bit of awkwardness with, Meddling Mage as one of your 10 threats in your deck is a pretty awkward creature.
Yes.
Against a deck that's full of
things
shocks.
That say kill Meddling Mage.
Exactly.
I mean, an early Psychotog is a hard thing to bite through, though, to be fair.
100%. Psychotog is probably what seems like an important path to victory in Game 1. But we are in Game 2.
Yes, we are.
So the dynamics have changed. Probably have changed a little bit here.
And we can take a look at here. In
Smear on blasts. Yep. Almost certainly, right?
I would assume so. From the Growatog side, red blasts come in. Or sorry,
blue blasts
come in. Words.
I wonder if a null. I don't know. I don't know if we played a pyrostatic pillar in Game 1. If there was a pyrostatic pillar in playing Game 1, but if I see that card, I feel like a null's got to go in my deck.
Notably, no chills.
0 chills. Just disenchant and a null. So still trading. Plague is probably another card that needs to come in. Plague on Elemental to stop Ball Lightning. Plague on Human.
Call of the Herd comes in.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely need that. Pyroclasm could come in.
Sabo's Web comes in.
Depends. It depends on what we saw. It depends on what we saw in Game 1. But seeing Samir's list, it's got 3 hits. It's probably enough.
Yep. Okay.
And then we say, and those nulls definitely came in. So
they did.
Definitely aware. Win definitely aware of the bent of Samir's deck here.
Yeah, it's like no fun for you. I live. I play cards. A lot of options coming in here for Win. We know obviously the nulls are in. A lot of options, and then if we take a look at Samir, got some options. Got
blasts, of course.
Blasts would come in.
5 blasts.
He's got Price of Progress.
The question more is what comes out of the deck.
Honestly, Cursed Scroll seems like maybe not.
I'm kind of a fan. Maybe you brought out one. I think 3 is a lot.
One. Are you a huge fan of Ball Lightning in this match?
Depends.
I mean, Blister.
I don't. Fire Ice is such a brutal card to play against here. I don't think I like having Ball Lightning, and Fire Cat. I think I don't really want in my deck.
Cut 5 and maybe 1 there, so that's 6 for.
Is there anything else? Do we trim on burn? I can't imagine we trim on burn.
You could probably bring in 2 price, 3 blast.
Yeah, and just thinking even more about the role, maybe bring that Phyrexian Furnace just to respect that Psychotog.
Yeah, but do you need to do that when you bring in the blast?
It's interesting. So I think there's actually significant differences for Samir's deck, right? Sure. There's no Jackal Pup in this deck, notably.
I just saw it. Yep, no, you're right. No
So
jackals.
you don't really, your proactive game of just I'm going to play creatures and attack and then count to 20, that's not as possible for this deck. This deck has to play more of a prison role, where it resolves a continuous source of damage like a Pyrostatic Pillar, or a Curse Scroll, or a Sulfuric Vortex, and then kind of trades resources with the opponent.
Yeah.
And the more you're able to put yourself in that role, I think the happier you are. So, yeah, that Curse Scroll, we're going to see a Disenchant on the Curse Scroll.
Bye-bye. So, Wynn doing a great job of kind of controlling the pace here.
Yeah, and then there's no land. There's no land to put that Psychotog into play.
Nope. All right. So life totals are still relatively steady, so we're happy. Down comes another Curse Scroll. I actually don't know if you can let these Curse Scrolls
stick around. No, I don't think so either. When it's 17.
All right, refuses. I believe he had a counterspell in his hand, so it did not counter.
Interesting. So it's enough that you want to disenchant it, but not enough that you want to counterspell it.
Seems sword is.
The swords. I mean, the swords has a target. I think you just go for that, but you're still I
feel like you had to counter that Curse Scroll. What else are you going to count? I mean, I guess
you're countering the Pyroblast on your Psychotog. That is the plan that I think Wynn is on right now.
See, I wonder, though... yes, because he didn't have the swords. Because now, if he had the swords, I would have said, and because you just swords your Tog in response, and just gain some life.
Right, but
okay.
You draw the...
They drew it afterwards.
They drew the sword this turn.
Yeah, that was... So, yeah, I could see it. So, really a slower, more methodical game from...
Both sides.
Both sides, yes, indeed. Notably, no non-basics being played currently. So any sort of...
this is the classic, the classic Grotog mana base where you're a base blue-white deck.
Yes, you are. So tiny, little green.
And just every other color.
Yep. And,
all supported by Mogg Squad and Gush.
What a silly card is Gush.
They could probably unban. They could probably unrestrict the Vintage.
Think so? I don't play any Vintage, so I don't know. Card feels real stupid with anything like dual land.
Oh, have you ever played it with Mystic Sanctuary?
No, but I can see how that'd be really bad for people.
Yeah.
It's really okay.
I've had Win and notably a big Canlander player locally.
Is he? Okay.
I used to play a lot of Canlander, and when I did, this is around the time of the release of Throne of Eldraine, and so I played some blue-red Delver in that format, and picked up a lot of Mystic Sanctuaries with Gushes.
Who thought it would be a good idea to put basic island on a relevant land that you could pick up with other spells?
Well, there was a reason why it was in that set, but it was a mistake and it got banned out of a lot of formats. So we're seeing interesting. So when choosing to just ignore this Mogg Fanatic and just take the one from it,
this Mogg Fanatic has, by the way, dealt 1 million damage to him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and now a Plowshare. We see a Plowshares on the Grim Lavamancer, because you kind of just have to. You're priced into it,
right?
And there's a bolt.
Hits your face.
Thankfully, not a Final Fantasy bolt like we were seeing, but a nice Strixhaven Mystical Archive, the Japanese ones.
Absolutely. For a moment there, I was looking at Wynn's hand. I think that's a Disenchant in his hand. I thought it was Venerable Monk because artwork almost looked like a Venerable Monk.
Just missing lands here. Venerable Monk. Speaking of cards that we'd love to see in pre-modern, and there's a Vortex.
Yep, that's good.
Why is that getting counterspelled?
Because you can't let that happen.
Well, you can disenchant it.
Is that a disenchant in his hand?
Yeah, it's a Saga disenchant. There's a Saga.
There are some choices being made here. Don't quite understand, but we are not at the table.
Right. I agree. I think
Floats to.
I mean, maybe you're just concerned about this. I think maybe it's just concerned about the Curse Scroll. I think that definitely would justify it. Okay, and so now we actually have 2 mana floating, and the Mox Diamond is now live.
Yep.
So we're going to see, and also just drawing into a, and this actually would be fantastic here, that Red Blast is a fantastic draw, because now we're going to see, with that floating mana, we're going to see it? Come on, man.
I feel like you have enough mana. I think you
need to go for this. Interesting.
Is there a reason the play isn't just immediately disenchant your thing, play Psychotog?
I want to
or
play the Tog and then hold up.
And then hold up like counter.
Hold up disenchant and Red Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is where I think Win is coming to that same conclusion. Yep. So tapping for black.
Yep.
And there's Psychotog.
Yep. Tog, my main man.
Dr. Teeth.
The doc is in.
The doctor is in, and is accepting new patients.
Yes, he is. He's about to get really, really, really into Samir's face. Check those teeth out. Maybe he might have to pull a few. All right, we've exercised way too much of the doctor. We're done. My bad. I'm sorry, chat.
Pulling teeth from
yeah,
from Morningtide.
That's an incinerate.
No, it's no release the ants. Incinerate going face.
I mean, at this point, everything goes face.
Yeah, you just want to go to, 1 card in hand, so you can start activating this Curse Scroll, which Win has been concerned about. And I think here about whether that blast in hand is worth that 3 damage in healing salve mode. And there's a bolt.
Mm-hmm.
At what point? What point do you have to?
At some point, you have to just counter the
gain
burn.
3 exactly. And the question is, can the Psychotog even attack? And there's Fire Blast. Now this is eating. Yep. And also, yeah, you just also don't need to do this on Win's end step.
Yeah, like that feels overly. That felt
because
aggressive.
now you can't activate Curse Scroll.
No.
Because if you go into your upkeep, you can scroll.
Right.
Reveal Fire Blast. Cast Fire Blast.
And the thing is too, at some point, Samir can't just Psychotog. He has to tap mana. Now he doesn't get to use the, I mean, he may not have been able to use it anyway because he could have, disenchanted it end step, but at that point he's tapped out and he could have done the Fire Blast plan then. I think the proper sequence there is end step, try and blow up or end step, see what he does. Wait for him to make a move, tap some mana, and then go for it. Exactly.
Yeah, and then Samir just passing the turn here, and there's Psychotog getting in for 1. It's 1 fewer that needs to be exiled from the graveyard. So we've got 13 cards in graveyard. And then, yeah, just Mage Arm Bolt. Makes sense. When you're at 3, that's a card you don't want to see your opponent draw. So, dead check on this Tog. This Gush represents... Oh, wow. Actually, doing the math here.
I think he might be dead.
Yeah, so 1917 with a Fire Ice, and then with a Gush, that's an additional 4 cards in hand, 5 cards in graveyard. This looks... I mean, I'm not... Let's see. Because 12, then 14, so that's 7. And that's already... Yeah, I mean, back of the napkin math says Samir is dead here.
Unless he might need to be careful if the last card in Samir's hand is a Lightning Bolt.
Or a Pyroblast.
Or a Pyroblast.
And not a Lightning Bolt, notably.
Yeah, not a Lightning Bolt.
But Pyroblast certainly would pose some challenges here. But there's sorts of plowshares in the hand, so maybe you just reserve that?
Maybe. An interesting spot, to say the least.
100%. I'm very interested in casting this Fire Ice. And I'm kind of open to, and maybe the math works that such that you have to fire your opponent, but even just icing this G2 encampment before you go to combat, forcing the interaction.
Yeah, I can see that. And it's an extra, it's a 1-for-1, and it just means you have to take one extra turn, I guess. But I don't know. It's real tight. It's real tight because 3 life is not a lot of life against a red deck here.
Did we start the timer late? I didn't start the timer.
All right, so we got some math going on here. I'm not sure. So math is happening here. So there's currently still 2 mana floating. I feel like things are happening here. Oh, so you're right. I couldn't understand why you did say not lightning bolt. It says lightning bolt on meddling mage because words.
We're needing these players to make a play here. So are we going for the? Yeah, we're going for fire. I think this is the math. I think this math works out. So Smear now at 17.
Yep.
And then functionally at 14. So we just need to produce 14 Psychotog activations. Sounds like a lot,
but not really.
Not really.
Because what? Were you counting graveyard already? No. So
we're going to 20 cards in graveyard here, I think.
Yes.
Right, because we have already a 15 and there's 5 in hand. Mm-hmm. Or is it 4 in hand? It's 4 in hand.
4 in hand.
Oh, that is interesting. So we're actually not going to 20 cards in graveyard. So it's actually not quite lethal.
Okay, he's playing a meddling mage.
Surprisingly lethal. Samir's just going to end up at 1 here.
I don't like tapping out and
no,
not even representing anything.
I want to hold the Swords of Plowshares close to my chest. I'm even interested in
there's no way this is right.
Consider also attacking with your attack with your Psychotog and your Meddling Mage.
Yep.
Put Samir at 2 and then just plow your Tog.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, or you don't even have to do that. It's just swing once, put him in range, see what his next turn does.
Right, because gaining 2 is probably the same as gaining 17.
Yeah, I don't like this play. He leaves himself open to so much.
Yeah, well, Magic is about figuring these things out, but it doesn't
didn't get there.
Doesn't matter here.
All right.
Doesn't matter here. Let's see.
All right.
So we're going to be going to a game 3 here.
Game 3 it is.
Turns out maybe Grotag does not necessarily need the chill plan to beat Burn.
Yes, I think
there's some awkwardness there. And there was some awkward sequencing certainly. I think a little bit on both sides, but I think the play with Fire Blast was a little could have been calculated more precisely.
Yeah, there was the risk reward was not in balance for what happened there. All right, but anyway, moving on to game number 3.
Do you think the players' sideboard plans are going to change?
I can't imagine.
What's interesting, yeah, and that's one thing. So we see that Win has boarded out both their copies of Armageddon. One difference with the chill plan is that Armageddon plus chill is your core plan, right? That is the way that you win against the way that you're planning to win against Burn, and that's just simply not on the table.
Yeah. Both players 2-1, so a win here means maybe able to draw into top 8.
It seems likely, yeah. See how many X1s, how many XOs are there?
So that's going to be weird though.
There are 3 XOs right now.
Well, yeah, there are three. No, there are 3 XOs because one of our XOs had to head home for the day, which is actually going to make this really weird math.
Right, and so we got 2 more 3-1s.
Yeah, this math's going to be really that. Best of luck to our 3-0 who had to go home for not feeling well. We wish you the best. Hopefully you're watching, but that's going to throw this math weird.
Yeah. I'm not very good at top 8 math. I usually like to play my matches. Yeah. But Yeah, it's hard to say how many 3/1/1s are going to make it here.
Good thing the computer does the math and we don't actually have to figure it out.
True.
All right, heading into turn 1, Grim Lavamancer from Samir. I do feel like the losing that turn 1 possibility of Jackal Pup, especially in a matchup like this, or any blue-based matchup, is a really bad drawback. Like, I don't know if Pyrostatic Pillar makes up for that.
Yeah. I've not seen enough of this deck to really make a judgment here. There's definitely trade-offs.
Yes.
You're definitely like going higher up on the curve in the exchange for getting a lot of points against the combo decks and the blue decks that need to cast a lot of spells.
Yes.
But, you know, when it comes to closing out the game when a deck hits their fail state and there's a pillar, Lavamancer plus pillar is just, it's brutal.
Yeah, you want to read that? Turn it around, let you see.
And Mox Diamond just
becomes
languishing.
So bad.
Languishing.
And did he just draw that Mox Diamond off the top?
I believe so.
That's disgusting. Yep.
Yeah, and just let it strand into pass. Because you have to, you know, you have to you have to go for this disenchant on this Pyrostatic Pillar, and you know.
Yeah, just and hope he doesn't have another one.
Or just something relevant because you can't counter. What are you gonna do? Counter it?
Yeah. Just take your 2 and be happy about it.
Do you remember around? We started this round around 320, correct?
I think somewhere around there. That's a ball lightning. Yuck. So yeah. Swing. So ball lightning connected. We're gonna take another point here to go get a planes and take another 2 to disenchant this Pyrostatic Pillar.
Yeah, being at 9.
All right, I love. By the way, so where we are for the tournament where we're doing it's kind of at the end of the hallway or the bar. So I love the ambience that's coming from the bar.
Yep, we got all the players who have finished their round, sharing their bad beats.
Sharing the bad beat stories. What up, Waddley Plays? How we doing, bud?
Hey, welcome, Luke.
God, this is such a bad way for Growatog right now.
Well, thankfully you can cast your spells without them shocking you.
I mean, this is always a plus.
That's not always the case. Sometimes they bolt you because there's a Pyrostatic Pillar in play and you have to put City of Brass on your deck.
I mean, free bolts for your opponent seems like a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
But
one of the beautiful things about playing Burn and Pre-Modern is that mana bases are just incredibly painful.
I need to go back to playing Burn. It's been a while.
I think Burn is in a good spot.
I do too. I think they finally have gotten to the point where they've made the Dreadnought matchup as good as it can be, and they've just accepted it.
Yeah.
And Dreadnought is lower than it used to be.
Yeah, 100%. 100% Dreadnought does not feel like the dominant deck that it was at LobsterCon last year.
Yeah, Luke. Burn. It might be a time for a Burn resurgence. Pre-Modern is very cyclical.
Certainly.
So how does Win really fight from this point?
I mean, the first step 1 is Quirion Dryad.
Yeah.
But that's not available right now. So step 0 is digging for Quirion Dryad,
yes.
And that's what we're seeing right now.
Yes, Mana and Gush.
That's more interaction that costs 2 mana.
Yeah.
At some point, we're going to run out this Mox Diamond.
Yep, there's the diamond.
Diamond, pitching this island that we just picked up. Doing that floating. Yeah, we just need to... And there's all this... The judge here. I think you just need to... Maybe you fire... No? Okay, opt.
Opt, and we're digging.
And that's not... Again, it's queer. It feels like Query and Dryad or Psychotog or Bust. You just need one of your namesake threats, right?
I don't know why he didn't just
fire that now.
Ice and now
being at 9, right? Because I think Samir should go for an activation here. And there's Seal.
Yeah,
and Seal's just is like kind of horrifying. Yeah, Query and Dryad's not really much of a draw here.
No, it's going to be rough. Like that Lava Mancer needed 2 die last turn.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't matter. But then again, he has to worry about, he just saw Ball Lightning. So maybe he's really worried about a Ball Lightning? Because that would have tapped him out.
Right. So now we're going to see Fire Ice on...
The most ineffectual Fire Ice.
Well, I mean, it's still a 2-for-1.
I mean, at the cost of 3 life. And tapping out.
True. So we have an activation. Was this on begin combat? I'm a little confused here.
I'm not sure.
It could be an end step. The end step makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't want to attack. You're in activate Grim Lava Mancer mode.
Yeah.
Fire Ice. Just a quick read of the effect. So, what's the question? Is there a question here?
He's going to ask if there were no legal targets, because I think he was going to ask, does there have to be 2 legal targets upon resolution of the spell, because he sacrificed the...
I see. No, this card's not Dead Ringers.
No.
Dead Ringers doesn't actually work that way either, because Dead Ringers uses last known information. If you're in chat and you did not understand what I'm saying, ignore what I said.
Yeah, no worries. But no, the question, I'm assuming what Samir was asking is, because he sacrificed the Mogg Fanatic, does that fizzle the other point of damage from the Fire Ice? And the answer is no.
Absolutely not.
It just has to have 1 legal target left. I don't even think that's true. You just have to have 2 legal targets upon casting, right?
You have to when you cast Fire Ice, you choose somewhere between 1 and 2 targets, and you choose how you want to assign the damage.
Yes.
Upon resolution, it deals the damage in the way that you assigned to the 2 targets. All that matters is that any one of those targets is going to be legal.
Correct.
And there's oh god,
Jesus. All right. Well, things.
Now we are, and Win is on a 2-turn clock, or 1-turn clock. Sorry.
Chat is full of Dead Ringer aficionados. Fair enough.
Probably true. How many wonderful viewers do we have joining us?
I have no clue. I don't even have that part up here.
Unfortunately, we are broadcasting at the same time as Worlds.
We're better than Worlds, obviously, so people know to make
choice. We draw a different audience.
We may draw a different,
a more refined audience, even.
Yes, Dead Ringer aficionado type audiences.
Indeed. Yeah, if you're an arena gamer, don't look at that one. It'll hurt your brain.
All right. I mean, he's got the
Disenchant. Yeah, so it's not dead, but it's...
How many cards does Samir have in hand?
1.
1? Okay, so he can just respond.
Correct. Yeah, there's not gonna... Well, I mean, what we're gonna see is... Why are we sealing here?
Don't know.
And we're gonna name a card. It's Pyrostatic Pillar.
Yeah, you're 2.
And then end step.
And then break it. Yeah, kill it.
Break it.
Yeah, okay.
And
I feel like Samir's timing is just like a little off on how he's doing some of this stuff.
I mean, well, this is very heads up. Okay, well, there's a blast. I mean, in some ways I like it, but you don't need to do it yet. Okay, and there's a land. Okay, so Win has an opportunity here to get back in this game. Gush is the way that starts.
Yes.
Islands to hand. Gush. 2 more cards in it. Oh, 2 lands.
That's not
what you want to see.
That's not what we want to see. Play Meddling Mage, hope we name relevant card.
It's unfortunate. It is brutal. Okay. Meddling Mage is not a card that you generally want to have against Burn, correct?
Yeah.
I think in Grotug's case, You simply cannot go below a certain threat density, and you have to keep Meddling Mage in your deck, which is not good. It's a kind of a tragedy, honestly. And it's indicative of a structural problem with this matchup for Grotog. So getting in for 2, Samir to 13, and there's just so many live draws here. Just any card with text, not one of the textless lands, but just passing the turn.
Another land, good lord. That's just bad draws for, take 4.
Yeah, take 4. And Win could get here. Is it a live? Is it a real Magic card?
No. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Just not playing.
Another land.
Not playing anything.
Good lord. The luck gods are laughing their butts off at whatever's going on here.
This is some classic Magic right here. And this is the last turn to do stuff. And there's Incinerate.
Okay. And reveal land. Yeah.
And that's 4 lands.
All right. And Samir picking up the win.
Samir takes it down in 3.
All right.